4 men and 2 inanimate objects, all competing to see who can predict the most games right this NFL season. How will the NFL intelligence on these 4 men stand up to the random chance of predicting between these 2 inanimate objects being randomly picked from a bowl or a Madden simulated franchise? Who will prevail? This is NFL week by week game predictions presented by Ascent Sports. Welcome.
What's going on, YouTube? It is Boss Man Spencer welcoming you back to the NFL predictions. It is week 11, correct?
Yep.
Week 11. Week 11. I am joined here by Onion Bomb, aka Brenden, Italy Rocks 13, Jimmy, and then Commander Rising, Steven. The gang is all here. Before we get into week 11, though, let's dive into some of the games from week 10 because it was quite the week. Nice intro. Boom. My phone fell as I was saying that.
All right. Unfortunately, this is actually going to be our final week we're doing this because Ascent Sports has to retire because the best record goes to Madden at 9-5.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. I'm just kidding. We're not retiring. And then the next best record is 8-6, and that was claimed by 3 people: me, Isaiah, and Steven. Jimmy, you went 6-8, flip-flopping that, and the Bull went 4-10. That brings our overall standings to, once again, not too much change. Isaiah is still in first at 9 and 90 at 91 and 58-1. I'm still 5 behind as we went the same record at 86 and 63-1. Then Jimmy is 3 behind me now at 83, 66-1. And then it's Madden who passed up Steven at 77, 72-1. Steven is 1 behind that at 76, 73-1.
How did I go from winning the first year to losing to Madden?
You're the Rams this year.
I guess.
The Bull is 62 and 87-1.
Nice.
Alright. First up, Thursday night football. Actually, a half decent game. The Titans at the.
Sorry.
Don't hate. Titans at the Packers. I am going to take the Packers. I think they'll have another good game, and the Titans are, what are they? 6-3. They're due for a loss. Packers need more wins. It's at Lambeau. Give me the Packers. Prime time.
I got the Packers.
I got the Packers.
I am also going to take the Packers.
The Bull is going with the Packers. And we are right off the bat actually all in on the Packers. Madden is also going with the Packers. And the score is a high one, 41-35. Interesting. Alright, moving on to the 1 o'clock games. First up, we have the Bears at the Falcons. I'm going with the Bears. The way Justin Fields is playing, I think they'll definitely be able to take out the Falcons, who had a very, very mediocre game against the Panthers. Bears are the better team, actually, and it's looking like they maybe shouldn't have traded away Roquan Smith or Robert Quinn. They may have, have been able to put something together. Who knows? But I'm going with the Bears.
I got the Bears as well.
Give me the Bears.
I'm also gonna take the Bears.
What's funny?
Listen, Chase Claypool needs to answer for his crimes. The second round picks. He is 1 reception for 8 yards. Looking a lot like Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Come on, Chase. Get it together. Come on, Maple. Try it. To be fair, Justin is not throwing it very much because he's running for 200 yards. But, like, come on, Chase. Let's get it going here. Quarterback needs you. Quarterback needed you before. Old fat quarterback needed you before. Like, if it's not going to be for Ben, if it's not going to be for Mitch, if it's not going to be for Kenny, if it's not going to be for Justin, who will you be good for?
Facts.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
First down.
Stop. The Bull is going with the Bears, but Madden is actually going with the Falcons, and their score is 28-25. No 28-3 today.
I could actually see the Falcons winning this. I think the Bears are pretty good, but I think the Falcons have been playing above expectations besides last week. We can skip this next one.
Alright, next up. We have the Eagles at the Colts. Can Jeff Saturday do it again? Can he rally this crew and beat not the undefeated Eagles anymore? Are they going to be in a downward spiral? Can they do it? I think this is a little bit too much to ask. Even though I would love for the Colts to win this. That would be hilarious. I am going with the Eagles. I think they will win this.
I'm going with the Eagles as well.
Yeah, Eagles. Bye.
I am also going to take the Eagles. Did you say it's like a bye?
No, Eagles fly.
It's like a
I thought you said bye.
It is like bye to them.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can sit. You play Minshew and still win.
Oh.
Eagles. I'm gonna give you a tip. I'm gonna give the Eagles a tip real quick.
The Raiders are at full force. Sorry. What's the tip?
Stop Jonathan Taylor. You do that, you'll
That is
100% win the game. That's it. Do your best.
The Bull is going with the Eagles, and we are already again all in on a team, and it is the Eagles because Madden is going with the Eagles, and their score is 23-16.
23-19.
I will say that I don't think they're gonna kill the Eagles. I don't think they're gonna kill the Colts. I think it's not gonna be close, but maybe close-ish. I don't know. That's an extra prediction. It means nothing. If they kill them, like I could see that, but I don't know.
No, they're gonna kill him, brother. They're gonna kill him. They're gonna beat them as bad as they do.
I don't think they are. I think Jeff Saturday's got this crew hype. I think they'll play for him.
I'll play for him, yeah. Play for that fucking paycheck with Ballet.
Oh, Jimmy. Next up, we have the Jets at the Patriots. This is round 2 of the season. The Patriots won this pretty handily earlier. I am going to say that happens again, and the Patriots win. Give me the Patriots.
I'm also going to take the Pats.
You know what? Fuck you guys, because you know why? Because Sauce got the sauce. Let's go Jets. Jets. Jets.
LOL. I'm taking the Patriots.
Point opportunity, though, Jimmy. The Bull is going with the Jets. Marino is going with the Patriots, and their score is 17-14. Not the first time they won that, but that score this season. Alright, next up we have the Commanders at the Texans. Give me the Commanders. If they beat the number 1 seeded team right now, the undefeated Eagles, I think they'll beat the Texans. Taylor Heineke can do it, bro. Even Carson Wentz could do it. Give me the Commanders.
Give me the Commanders as well.
We mean
Me. The Commanders.
I'm going to take the Commanders as well, and I'm not gonna. Carson, he kind of. These are 2 different teams. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
with Carson playing and Taylor playing. And at the same time,
You don't think
Taylor's not that good. So if they look this much better with Taylor, and he's not that good, never mind.
it can beat the Texans, though, I would think.
I don't know.
Well, the Bull doesn't think so either, because the Bull's taking the Texans.
Oh,
Oh no, I didn't. Madden's going with the Texans as well, and for the second time today, they have the score of 17-14. Thought I was looking at the wrong game, but yeah, the Madden's going with the Texans. All right, next up we have the Rams at the Saints. I'm going with the Rams. I know. I'm not sure if Stafford. I think he'll be back. Maybe. I don't know if Cooper Kupp's gonna be. I mean, I know Cooper Kupp is out, but both the teams are pretty injured. This could be weird. So, I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Like, no QB and no wide one? Like, I don't know.
We beat them with
No good
no.
question.
We beat them. Wait, did we score? Kenny scored a touchdown, right?
He
ran it
a
in?
rushing way. He did not pass one though. No.
And the Saints defense is not all that. The Rams could do it. Like, who's their backup?
John Wolford.
Jesus Christ. Maybe. It's possible. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I think Aaron Donald, he goes off. Jalen Ramsey, maybe.
Yeah, the defense was talking all that shit. Like, oh yeah, we need like our offense to help us out, which could be true, but do it now.
Thanks.
We did.
The Bull is going with the Rams. Madden is also going with the Rams, and the score is 35-25. All right, next up we have the Browns at the Bills. Give me the Bills. The Browns are bad and dead. The Bills are coming off a tough loss, gonna want some revenge, and are just a plain out better team. Give me the Bills.
Give me the Bills.
Even the Bills.
I'm going with the Bills as well.
The Bull is going with the Browns. Madden is also going with the Browns, and their score is 35-21. Alright, next up, we have the Panthers at the Ravens. I don't know what's going on. I think they're still rocking with PJ Walker. But that could have been Baker's return against the Ravens. But either or, I'm going with the Ravens. Much better team than the Panthers. They'll get this done, most likely.
I'm going with the Ratbirds as well.
Give me the Ravens.
I am also going to take the Ravens.
The Bull is actually going with the Panthers. But Madden's going with the Ravens, and their score is 28-17. Alright, next up we have the Lions at the Giants. And I'm going with the Lions, actually. Record-wise, they're a much worse team, but, I don't know, maybe I'm tweaking. I'd rather play the Giants than the Lions, personally. I don't know. I think the Lions will get this done. The Giants have been due for a loss. The Lions, they play with a lot of heart and soul every week. They play close. I think they'll get this win. Give me the Lions.
You know what, Brenden? I'm also going to take you up on that. Because this week, the Giants are absolutely 100% the frauds of the week. They're taking the L to the Lions. The Lions Like I said earlier, can never get them right. Anytime I pick them, they lose. Anytime I go against them, they win. I feel like at least that's what the case is most of the time. But this week's finally going to be different. They're finally gonna go alongside my prediction, and they're gonna beat the Giants, proving the Giants to be, in my opinion, and I'm not just saying this because they're the frauds of the week. I'm saying this because this is what I believe. I truly believe that the Giants are the frauds of the week. So, or fraud, they're the big. Sorry, well, they are this week, but the Giants, they're 100% the biggest frauds of the NFL. 100%. It like them, and then maybe the Eagles after, but the Giants 100%. It's like I've known this since they started winning in the beginning of the year. I'm kind of over them. Not kind of, I am over them.
Fuck you. Fuck you. And Isaiah, if you disagree, then fuck you too. Let's go Giants.
Do you feel that?
So
What?
Is that? No way. I think Jesus is back. Because I'm guaranteeing that the Lions win. Because when you mix the fraud with the guarantee, Jesus returns. The Giants, come on. The Daniel Jones, Saquon, he's having a comeback year. But come on, what are we talking about? The Lions are going to put up at least 60 points. 70. It could look like a college game. Like
Jesus really is going to need to come back.
the Lions are going to put up a lot of points. The Giants, they'll play, giant-like, but they just won't be able to keep up. The Lions' offense is going to be too good. And it's about time I guarantee the Lions win. Every time I try this, it seems like it doesn't work. So we're all due for a Lions win. The whole world is due for a Lions win.
And the Giants lost. But that was pretty hype. The guarantee and the frauds combined. I did not expect that, but I'm glad
I really hope this hits because Jimmy is going to be freaking unstoppable.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time, right? That the fraud and the guarantee have come together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't, honestly, this was the only one I could find. Well, there's another game, but unfortunately, I think I used them all up, and we don't need that right now.
Someone needs to make the meme of the two guys, or of the two arms.
I know what you're talking about.
Each other. Not
if it hits, I'll make it.
Yeah, gripping each other, and it's the fraud, the guarantee win.
All right, moving on to the 4 o'clock games. First up, we have the Raiders at the Broncos, and it's who's gonna lose this game first? I don't know. This one could very well end in a tie. I could definitely see this being a tie. This is the most tieable game yet. I'm not gonna take that though. I'm going with the Broncos because the Broncos played a close game and were very little for what they need, but they were showing a little bit of flashes. They had a little bit of a deep touchdown, and they were played the Titans close when the Raiders are losing to Jeff Saturday. So it's also at the Broncos, so I think the Broncos are mile and they're teeny bit less dead. Still dead, but not as decomposed as the Raiders. So give me the Broncos in this one.
Give me the Broncos as well.
Give me the Broncos.
I've been taking this all year. and it's only got to work once. I'm going to take the Raiders again. Again. I'm going to hopefully not look like a clown. I feel like the Raiders are playing like well too, but like they just keep losing. Like there's no like real story with Derek Carr being just like whack, like Russell Wilson's whack, and like I think their offense is on paper better. They'll get it together. What about quarterback, Jimmy?
Nope, coaching.
How?
It's directly coaching.
Directly.
Josh McDaniels.
And you've seen directly how many games?
If they would have hired their intern,
they should have. They should have.
Yeah.
They kind of did. It's karma.
He came second the fucking head coach of the year for everything. Like, come on.
Yeah, something like that.
And they played
I don't even think he has a job.
They gave a game to the Super Bowl runner-ups in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they did.
The Bull is going with the Broncos. Madden is also going with the Broncos, and the score is 31-19. So we'll see. Alright, next up we have the Cowboys at the Vikings. And listen, I will admit...
Can I go?
Sure, yes.
I'm going to take the Vikings, but I forgot I did one. I should have said this sooner, Brendan. I'm sorry. But I'm going with the Vikings. However, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from what they're putting out, low key. Like, it's cool, I get it. You're 8-1. But so what? Like, who cares? You're 8-1. Cool. Is this it? It's not. No. It's not even close. They're sitting here. Kirk Cousins has like why is Kirk Cousins in that many chains? Why? Whose chains are those? Why does he have so like for winning a regular season? This was before the Bills game. They were doing this shit.
3-point game to Washington.
Like, come on. Yeah. Like, come on, guys. What are we? Chill out. So, and the Cowboys, they're an all right team. Like, this is losable, very losable. So, we'll see. But I did want to say that like if they start tweaking, I see it coming because they're a little excited. They haven't been here before. It's the Vikings. The first year head coach, and I think new GM as well, first year. So yeah, they're excited, but let's calm it down a little bit. We haven't won anything. Looking real Cincinnati Bengalish in my opinion, like celebrating losing the Super Bowl, but whatever. They were doing that.
They were.
A lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
Well, every team does it. So
I didn't do it when the Steelers lost.
Yeah.
the team always have like an after Super Bowl.
You're celebrating your team losing the Super Bowl. You guys.
Oh yeah, he did.
Going to the Super Bowl.
See, like I remember I saw some like Joe Burrow was at Kid Cudi's concert, right? That's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had planned that regardless, like of the outcome, and I think Joe said like he would go beforehand, so like he just ended up going anyway. This is the same night that they lost.
I'm actually gonna take the Cowboys in this. I was gonna say I'll admit I think the Vikings are a good team. Definitely gonna make the playoffs, and maybe low key a contender. Definitely pieces, but I think they're going to lose this particular game. I'm going Cowboys.
I'm going Vikings.
You going the Vikings, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you.
All right, the bullet.
I was just going to say, low-key, the Vikings keep getting teams like coming off losses. Like, if the Cowboys had won the previous week, I feel like it would be more a chance for the Vikings. But since they lost, maybe they'll be playing. But, last week, the Bills, they lost before, too. They should have played better. We'll see.
We shall see. Bulls going with the Cowboys. Madden is actually also going with the Cowboys, and their score is 21-16. All right, next up, we have our team, our game, the Bengals at the Steelers. What should have been Sunday Night Football, but it got flexed. Listen, and hear me out. This is part 2 from week 1. The Steelers got the better of the Bengals. A little bit of history lesson, all right? 2019, Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson's first full year as a starter. They go 14-2, involving sweeping the Steelers. Close game to, Mason Rudolph, and they benched at the end of the season, but still Mason Rudolph. But they did sweep the Steelers. 2020, we sweep them. However, that year, we don't get swept by the Browns in the regular season. We killed them at the first thing. But we bench and lose the last week. And the dreaded playoff choke, we lose to them in the playoffs. But the next year, 2021, we sweep the Browns, involving Big Ben's final game. But that year, we get swept and killed by the Bengals. At least killed that second time by the Bengals. Which means 2022, we sweep the Bengals. I'm taking the Steelers. We're going to win this game. TJ Watt's back. They do not have Jamar Chase in this one. I think it's going to be the same old. And the Bengals have yet to beat an AFC North opponent this year. They lost the Ravens, us, and the Browns all once already. Give me the Steelers.
You know what, Brenden? I'm taking the Steelers too.
Nice.
Yeah. The
Do it, Jim. Just do it. Just rip it off. Rip it off. Go ahead.
Indeed.
I
know
think
you're
we're
taking.
gonna split it. At least we got lucky.
I
They're a
lo-
better team now. Right now, they're looking better. Offensive line, the bungles, the McCown, the frauds.
Good luck.
I'm going with the Steelers. We got lucky. They're lucky we can't fucking score. Never mind. Well, if we had an offense, bro, we would have beat them by 40 points that game. So, you know what? I'm taking the Steelers. We just won last week. I'm not like the Bengals. Like they swept us last year. As Brenden, his math problem. They did sweep us last year. But I'm still like I'm not taking them to beat us, bro. We're gonna sweep them. Get that out of the way. And honestly, like realistically looking at it, not a Steelers fan. If the Bengals win, cool. Like they are technically, the better team. So it doesn't really matter. I'm riding with the Steelers, because we're the Steelers, and like it's time. It's time for a good offensive, like a really good offensive game. 26. We should have scored 26. The 2 field goals we missed, cool. But 26 points, that's the bar. If Matt Canada wants to save anything about the NFL, 26 every game from here on out, at least.
Fact.
At least, because that's his only chance. As of right now, if he leaves, like, who the fuck would give him, like, who's calling him? So, if we can do that, defense plays well, got no reason to lose. Plus, no Jamar Chase for the Bengals.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
I think they've been lost their starting cornerback, too. The Bull is going with the Steelers as well. Madden's actually also taking the Steelers. So if it weren't for Jimmy, we'd be all in on the Steelers. That's kind of crazy. Madden scores 30-24. All right, next up, Sunday Night Football. What is newly now Sunday Night Football? We have the Chiefs at the Chargers.
What the fuck is the difference between us and these teams? There's one good team and then one struggling team. This is what I'm... Brenden, this right here. This is what I'm talking about with this Justin Herbert shit. What? I'm so sick of this fucking team, man. The Chiefs, But damn, the Bengals, they were just in they were playing them. They beat them. Unbelievable. Just for Justin Herbert. Kenny Pickett looks exactly like him. Just saying. I'm sick of Justin Herbert. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this. Like, I didn't put it together that this is what they changed it with. But I keep saying this about the Chargers, man. So sick of this team. Haven't made the playoffs in 100 years. Okay, go ahead.
This is also a divisional rematch. The Chiefs beat them the first time. It was a close game, and the Chargers have been struggling. But in the last couple of years, they have been able to do one thing, and they've been able to beat the Chiefs at least once, or at least play them close. So I'm actually going with the Chargers here. I think they'll split this year again. Plus, the Chargers need it more.
I'm going with the Chargers as well.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs.
I, too, am going to take the Chiefs.
Right, the Bull is going with the Chiefs. Madden is also going with the Chiefs, and their score is 41-35. Alright, last up we have Monday Night Football. The 49ers at the Cardinals. I'm going with the 49ers. I think they're really starting to get something going. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are low-key struggling too. Yeah, give me the 49ers.
They should give us JJ.
They should.
Who'd you take, Brenden?
Took the 49ers.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Is Kyler playing?
That is a great question. But yeah, I actually think it's unsure if Kyler's playing. Or even Colt McCoy, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Just to give you a little tip.
Give me the 49ers.
Give me the 49ers.
The Bull is going with the 49ers, but Madden is going with the Cardinals. And the score is 31-21. The Buccaneers, Seahawks, Dolphins, and Jaguars are all on their bye week, so there is no NFL football for Florida this week. Got all
That's
three.
convenient.
That is.
Yo, wait a second. Aren't they like in a hurricane right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is excellent timing.
That's crazy.
Pristine timing.
Ironic, isn't it?
Because I don't
That-
think they messed with it. Like, they didn't flex any bye weeks. At least not
That's
that I've heard.
nuts. Maybe they didn't they just like didn't announce it or something, or we didn't see it. But that's crazy. All of the Florida, like you said, Jacksonville. Who else? Tampa
And Miami.
and my fam. Maybe they have them all the time. Maybe they can like see from deep.
Maybe.
Like maybe like on the actual weather. I don't know.
And can make predictions.
Well, maybe they're more equipped to find like hurricanes and shit. Like maybe they have better hurricane, technology, sensory.
I hear they made predictions.
Okay, well, either way, if you don't think it's all a simulation, there you go. It's your top evidence.
Proof is in the pudding. Alright, though, guys. That's going to do it for us. If you want to see how we do with these predictions, make sure you watch the Week 12 NFL prediction video. Like we did with Week 10. We'll recap Week 11 in the Week 12 video, and then we'll go on to predict the Week 12 games. But for now, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. It's always up to you. And we'll see you guys in the next video of us. Goodbye.
I'm not seeing anything about these games getting like flexed. So like yeah, they already.
That's wild timing.
It's the Zaya guarantee, Steven fraud, man. I'm telling you. This is the week. divine intervention.
Florida's the fraud, the guaranteed hurricane.
Yo, I did not do that.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be